Welcome back, everyone. It's Lala, and I am going to show you guys what I ditched in 2023. I had vowed I wasn't going to buy a whole lot of different planners, and I started off with wanting to try out something that was a new planner on the scene. I think it had already been out for 1 year, but maybe not, which would be the PAL planner, which is a collab created planner with Kokuyo, and I will find the information who it was who collabed on this, because I don't want to say the wrong individual, or company. But anyway, this is a PAL planner. And then I have a ring planner. Now this ring binder is larger than the inserts, but I wanted to get this binder, and I will have the link down below, and very reasonable. This is actually, I believe, supposed to be for like a B6 inserts or a B6 wide or something. But I was using the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. These are the Franklin planner inserts in compact size. These are the two systems that I ditched in 2023. I've been a very active Jibun Techo user for the last several years, and so that was one I stuck with for the majority of the year. There was a couple months where I kind of probably used one of these or something else, and then went back to the Jibun Techo, and that's what I'm finishing the year out with. So let's show you guys what these two separate planners were all about, and why I ditched them, and what I learned or validated about myself when it comes to planning. So let's start with first the PAL planner. What was nice about the PAL planner is that, all about presentation. It came with its own box, and you can see here it has 2023 on the box. And so, you can use this to store your planner and any tidbits that would be represent things that were going on in 2023 for you. It also came with the card. So this is from the actual stationery shop, and I'm gonna say it wrong, Yosika Stationery. Has their team of employees and information about their shop. And what I liked about it is that on the back it shows you, and with the description of what the different employees, what they used as their planner during the year. So this is pretty cool to look at and definitely keep. And then it comes with, it says a fresh new start, and pretty much this is like an insert showing you how you can use the planner and how the layout is. Okay, and so some of this stuff is going to be, I believe this is Chinese. I could be wrong, but I do not think this writing down on here is Japanese. If I'm wrong, you are more than welcome to correct me, but I really do believe this is in Chinese. However, I am one of those people who likes to use the Translate app and translate what it is that's on the paper. So anyway, it shows you in the back of this the different ways of recording different information on the dailies. Once a week on 2 pages, but for each day. There's a open space that starts underneath the calendar. It is a Monday start, which I love. And then on the the front would be considered front. It shows you how the calendar for the month is set up, and then different ways that they were using to record some information, like events, events or maybe birthdays or whatever. So it shows you some examples, and then there's a tracker on the other side. Now I did like the way that the tracker is used. So I'm going, well, it's, I guess you could say it's vertical going down, and you have the days of the month here with the weekends being grayed out, or they might have some signifiers for holidays. But then you write it vertical on what each line would represent, right? So this is the first of the month down to the 31st, but they have on this end what these each of these rows would represent. Now going horizontal, they're using it like sleep tracker, which I do like that. And in my digital planner on my Kindle Scribe, they have this type of similar layout for tracking sleep. Again, there's some notes on the bottom. All right, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of what mine looked like, and we'll move these things over. So here's my palette planner. It's it has a plastic sleeve cover, and you can see on the back it says Kokuyo, which is the company that creates and sells the Jibin Techo. So I would consider this a Japanese planner, since Kokuyo helped to collab in creating this and distribute it. And the inside cover has a slit. It goes like that, you know, for a card or, you know, ID. And it has a similar slit in the back with a pin loop. You can put things in, you know, underneath here in the front and back if you wanted to. And then it goes into where I created my own tracker or signifiers, like your bullet journaling, and is my way to kind of play around with it. And then it says a fresh new start, and then it has the year on the bottom. And I really hate when planners are like this, and you might not be able to see it, but where this page here, you can see how it doesn't line up with the next page. It's because it's like, can you see that? It's kind of glued the first, you know, little bit there. It's glued down onto this side. I hate when I see that. But anyway, it has your calendar at a glance, or you can see the whole year here for the current year, and then it's smaller for the previous year, and then you see 2024 here. And then it has this format for each month that many of us are familiar with seeing. And this is where I would like track PTO. In my Jibin Touch, I would even use this for like tracking my weight. I also started using in my Jibin Touch this space to put down, you know, my available PTO for paid time off hours, and even for my flex spending account. So this is a great space to kind of just see it real quickly instead of flipping from month to month to look for those kinds of things. I could see it here. Okay, so then this is a 2023, but it started in December, and then I had just started writing some events here, and, you know, just using some washi stickers and just to signify different things. And here's that page here that has this kind of like tracker setup. So again, you don't have a month calendar that takes up the whole page, and then where you can put things in the box of the day. Instead, you're going to have the calendar up here, and you can use some different signifiers, colors, or shading, or, you know, maybe you want to use your pen to highlight or outline, and then you would list everything here. Okay. And so I'm just going to show you a blank page, and you can see there's some bleeding from a pen I was using. But so here's the layout, and I'm going to just bring it up. There is, for each day, it's split with a line going down the middle and with a dot in the center, so you can consider this like the middle of the day, so like 12 o'clock. Okay, so you can have the first part of the day, AM, then PM if you want to do that. You could use each side for different things. Maybe you want to use one side to put down, you know, various, if say you have children, significant other, you might want to put their schedule on this side, and then you can use one column and put the time if you want, and then maybe then your stuff on this side, or maybe use this for putting down your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then your appointments over here, or maybe it's going to be straight health tracker, maybe steps, and I'll show you how I did do that. Steps, maybe the weather, blood pressure, you know, it's pretty open-ended for how you use it, but it is split in the center with some indicators on some of the days of something, and I don't know if that's a Japanese holiday, a Chinese holiday, I don't know. So as you can see, I really didn't use it. I used it for a minute, and then in October I said, you know, I'm gonna give this thing a try again. And I honestly did. And I honestly did like how this looked. With me putting events over here and appointments, like my dog's grooming. Yeah, goal. I had a reading goal to complete a book. You know, I had some washi tape, some of my favorite washi tape from Bonkuchen Studio. And here I was tracking my sleep. So, and I used the sleep tracker with my Samsung watch and phone. And so I just put the information in here. And so things that are health related are going to be in orange. Things that are in yellow is more like hobby stuff. So I did write everything, you know, on this end. So I like have reading, Facebook, and that is for the Juventetro group, where I go in there and I'm checking to see, you know, if there's new people wanting to join the groups, if I need to delete some inappropriate posts. Maybe they're putting a sales post in our regular Juventetro group and not in the BST. Anyway, I have House Flipper, which is a game, VR gear, if you know what that is, MetaQuest VR headgear. Then I have my health stuff in the orange again, and then purple for my studies, which I failed on this because I've changed my plans of me studying for my license. And then this blue stuff here, this is regarding my dog. So anything regarding my dog, that's her color. And I like this. And I put the times down here on the bottom for sleep, the hours. And then I was just fiddling around. I close my rings, putting the steps on the top. Then I started trying to use some colors for the rings, and they're all with a heart shape. So, and then I really started to use it in October. I put appointments, things that I needed to do on one side, and then appointments on the opposite side, and then I was doing the whole health tracking across the top. And it actually looked really nice. I put, you know, a couple stickers here and there, because I got a lot of stickers in my stash. And then, as you can see, it started to fizzle out. And then I tried to start, I set it up for November, and then it was just a no-go, y'all. It just really wasn't for me. But it is a, you know, a nice planner. Okay, let me go to the back here. So in the back, so it's going to end December 31st. So tomorrow's the last day for this planner. But you have these blank pages here, which has these check boxes, and it goes gray, light gray. And so there's 2 columns, and then I was starting to just write like work, waiting on. That's what this page is going to be about. I was trying to find purpose for these pages. So what's nice is that you can decide how you want to use these pages, and you do get several of them. See, 7 more of those. And then I was doing just some bullet journaling to go with those weeks. And I'm not going to show all this, but I love bullet journaling. And so you get, you know, and the pages are numbered. All the pages are numbered, which are great. And you get a nice amount of grid pages. And I think if I were to stick with the whole year, I don't think all of this would be enough for me. I would probably have to just add an additional B6 or B6 Slim grid notebook in the back and continue using that, and it would be, my whole system. So anyway, that's the PAL planner. It's a nice planner. The paper is nice. I love the feel of it. I'm going to put a link to this planner so you can see all the details. But if you like this kind of format, I think it's very nice. I think it's nicely done. Paper feels wonderful. Does it take fountain pen? Possibly. I didn't use a fountain pen, but yeah, that's the PAL planner. So I did not, of course, buy a new one for this year, or for 2024. And so then we have Franklin Planner. Now, I have this on and off. I am not loyal to the Franklin Planner. I am a legit fan of the Franklin Planner because I started using this back in the 80s. And I like the inserts and such. And I think the real problem for me with the Franklin Planner, and I'm just going to show you how I love the index pages, and then it's like a day on 2 pages. And this compact size, you don't get 24 hours. This would be from 8, or you can even consider the top 2 lines if you want to do 6 or 7 a.m. From 8 to 7 p.m. you get quotes. On the opposite side, you get the current month and the next month calendar at a glance. You get pretty inspirational pictures, plenty of space to do your prioritized tasks using the ABC system, and then your opposite side for notes. And yeah, great paper. But I didn't stick with it, and I go through this whole thing where I'm like, yes, I'm going to use the Franklin Planner, and rah. But then I fall off the wagon, okay? And the rings on this binder is really large. So, and normally what I would do is put the current month, the next month in my planner when it comes to the daily inserts. I'm hopefully would be able to put 3 months worth of the pages, but I think in the end I was using 2 months, but putting all the monthly tabs in here. And I'm not going to flip through all this because there's things that would be confidential, but I also included my favorite monthly routine tracker printable. Well, these aren't printables because I don't print them. Dearplanner.etsy.com. I would just order the size and they would be mailed to me, which I love. I mean, I love the days back in the day when Etsy shops would mail you their printed inserts. But I know it gets expensive and tiring. I get it, but boy, do I love it. And so I would just include those in here for tracking for monthly, weekly, what is it? Daily, monthly, and weekly tracking. And yeah, I just fell off the wagon. I was using it in March, probably January, February, March. And then I was like a little bit in April, and then I fell off. And then I have some additional other insert stuff in the back. Okay, why did I stop using this? There's nothing wrong with the Franklin Planner inserts. There's nothing wrong with using a binder, except I just found that I love using bound planners better. I feel like I can, and digital on e-ink devices. To me, it's just more pleasant to use that. Because it's easier to archive and all of that. So I stopped using it. And what I did pick up using is going back to standard inserts. And I bought, I don't know, I would think it was a set from Amazon of some standard size inserts. And what I wanted was this whole, Travelers Company has their own and insert like this. And this is not the Travelers brand, but I decided I wanted to go back to vertical, and it starts at 8 to 10 p.m. And because for me as a mental health therapist, and I can show you, my pages, because I don't put my clients' names in my planners. And on my schedule, I put just the word client, and I put in brackets IP for in person, or P for phone, or V for video. And that means that's the way we're going to have our therapy session together. And yeah, so I found that I really loved it, and then I started to miss having the vertical layout of the Jibun show. But I was like, I started using this in, I think, I started using this in May this year. And yeah, May this year, all the way to September. And I had enough to finish out the year, finish out until October. But then I went back to my Jib and Ted show. But I found that I really like this. And that is why I ended up picking out what I did for 2024. So yeah, that's what I learned about myself. I like the bound books better than these individual inserts, and I don't like this type of layout. It just long term, I need to see it timed. That's what it is. I need to see it timed, and I don't want to have to write it out. I don't want to have to really work for my planner to work for me. I don't want to have to fill out a whole lot of layouts. So that's what that is. So yeah, but you know what? These are great planners. These are great planners, great systems. Let me move this out of the way because this is what did work for me. There's something out there for everyone. So that's what I had to share. I think I did pretty good with only ditching 2 planners. Back in the day, I just have so many different ones I would purchase, and because I was so curious. Not promising I won't do that in 2024, because there is something I'm very curious about that just recently came out by Tanya Plans. Her bound book. I'm really considering that. And hey, by you supporting this channel, by hitting the like and the subscribe and sharing the video with other people, you are going to help me be able to get Tanya Plan's planner, her new bound planner. Although it's a Sunday start in that monthly, and I don't like Sunday starts, but I still really am curious to see how her planner by looking beyond the monthly setup of a Sunday, blah, how the book in itself would work for me. Okay. So yeah, I might even include her link below. Her planner's not here, but if you're curious about what I'm talking about, go support Tanya Plans. I love her. She is awesome, and it's wonderful seeing her being an entrepreneur, because she's a big time Franklin planner, a guru. Yes, girl. But anyway, all right, that's it, you guys. I will come back with another video, back to the Kindle Scribe and about planners and templates and stuff. So stick around. We're gonna continue to wrap up the year with a lot of content. Go ahead, hit the like, hit subscribe, join the Jibin Techo Japanese Planner Facebook group. The link's down below to help you out. And see you in the next video. Bye.